We talked to Ms. Catherine Wyatt-Morley, and the issue is AIDS in Africa. And of course, Ms. Wyatt-Morley, it's more than just AIDS in Africa. We've talked about AIDS in Tennessee and as a national issue. And I don't think that we could have enough time to really deal with the issue as you are describing the issue of AIDS in Africa. But let's continue to talk about the impact that it is having on the continent of Africa.
Well, I brought the pictures by for you to look at and share with.
And of course, these are some of the images from your trip to Africa.
Exactly. Now, what you're looking at now are pictures from a clinic that we visited, as obviously this woman is pregnant. They allowed us to go into the maternity ward. So we were we walked straight in off the street, straight into the maternity ward. And then the next pictures show, I'm sure that those are the babies. It was really interesting to be able to walk in. A lot of these women were in labor. This is a ward, a clinic, a very, very small clinic, of which I intend to continue to support. And I am asking for the community to send donations, care of us, so we can send those donations to that clinic. This clinic is in need of everything. They need everything. As I said, we walked in off the street, straight into a maternity ward. There was no sanitary anything. There was no sterilization of anything. These women were in labor, babies being born while we were there. This clinic is in great need. So as I said, and this clinic is in Nigeria, as I said, there is a profound need in Nigeria.
Very good. And of course, this is also one of a mother with, now all these children are infected. I mean, all of these women are infected. Is that?
Well, the woman that you're holding up now is one of the nurses holding one of the children that had just been born just that day. Some of these children are HIV positive, and some of these children are HIV negative, which again leaves a note which ones are infected and which ones aren't. These are all God's children, and they all need help. These women. There were no men in the ward at all. All you saw were women in labor. There were no men in the clinic.
No doctors or no orderlies?
There was one doctor who led us around and showed us the tremendous need, but there were no orderlies. She was a nurse, but she was not degreed. This clinic needs so much help. There wasn't enough linens. There weren't enough beds. There were women in labor that were sitting on benches. This clinic, it's a wonderful clinic. They try so hard with the small amount of things that they have. They just really, really need our support. We want to send them medicine. We want to send them money to be able to buy the things. We want to send them just sheets and bedding, the things that we take for granted here. Stethoscopes, they don't have those kinds of things. As I said, just the small things that we take for granted here, those people at that clinic really, really need it. Those women had nothing.
What has been the government's response to this, the Nigerian government? Are they trying to do anything, or what, is just overwhelmed by it?
Well, partly they are overwhelmed, because we did meet with many government officials about what they're doing, because we went over there on a fact-finding mission, wanting to know what the need actually was, what the government was doing, and we found that the government were doing several things, but the government encourages women's involvement. They have asked us to please come back and be supportive, bring programs over, help this clinic, and help people. So they are very much in need and very, very receptive to receiving the help. But they have to make sure that they trust you. The Nigerians that we dealt with really have a trust issue. But since we went over on a fact-finding mission, not asking them for anything, but going over there asking them what we can do to help them, they were very receptive in receiving us. We made many friends, as I said. We have offices over there now that are employed by Nigerians. And so we're really, really encouraging people here in the state of Tennessee to get involved with women, so we can further help those people, because the need is absolutely tremendous.
And now this is all over the continent of Africa. And now you also mentioned earlier that you had I think you went to some Asian country. I think
Thailand.
Thailand.
Yes, yes, I have been to Thailand.
Now you are also involved there with this as a program, are you not?
Yes, yes, I was involved there with the United Nations, HIV and AIDS in Thailand, and worked with them for approximately 6 to 8 weeks I was over there. The need there is great also. It's not as bad in Thailand as it is